He's like, something's wrong with the vacuum cleaner. It don't suck. Uh-huh. Yeah, I have the same problem.
I'm not saying shit, Eric, because you want to know what?
Huh?
I still got to make it out of the house.
Okay. So, I picked this one, Miss Mary's Morning Elixir Premium Bloody Mary Mix. And you know why I picked this one? Because this one was the least expired of the 5.
We got more than 5 down there, don't we?
No,
5 left.
5 that got expired.
I'll still drink the Rich and Sassy stuff.
I brought one upstairs. I can't remember which one it was. It was one that we thought was okay. And after having a Bloody Mary, it kind of got moved to... Oh my God, these tear so easily. Yeah. 27 pieces, 28, 29. I realize I don't need to do this, but don't tell me what I can't do. Was it always this color? I was just gonna throw up before.
No. You ain't broke out the eggs yet. No. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna check the ice machine, see how it's doing.
Look at that viscosity, huh? Yeah. 10 minutes in the freezer. Definitely.
Will this thing make cubes with vodka?
Trust me, I have thought about it.
Eric, you have one here. You can always just clean it later. We should see if that thing will make vodka cubes.
Well, since how this won't freeze in the freezer, why would it make a cube? It'd make really cold vodka. I didn't give you any.
Boy, that ice melted fast.
Yeah, what the hell? Personal favorite, by the way. Don't get Bloody Mary all over.
I remember there was one time Garrett went to open some ketchup, and as he opened it, it started to erupt. It actually fermented. It started like you open up a can of pop or beer that's been shook up. It did that. Look on his face was sheer terror.
Priceless. Oh yeah. Hey, David Brown. Oh, that's right. He didn't want one of these old ones. He wanted a new one.
So, Eric, when I do gunsmithing, what should my first gun be?
Semi-automatic 454 Casull 1911. You know, the grip would be like that double 1911. By the way, the cocktail sauce
Is inundated.
has been added to. Miles even approved. That's good shit. Welcome to the eating channel.
Today's offerings on E-Mukbang is shrimp cocktail sauce modified and Costco spinach artichoke and parmesan with Tostitos scoops and Fritos scoops.
You know, I'm really kind of disappointed that you have anal concerns today.
The sausage?
Yeah.
I was up. I got 2 hours of fucking sleep that night, Eric. 2 hours of sleep and 4 hours of sitting on the fucking toilet. My wife's like, "You were up on the toilet a lot last night." Yeah. I think I watched an entire movie. Lord of the Rings, the extended cut.
The series.
Yeah. Well, I got done with Lord of the Rings and I went to get up and it was Return of the King.
We don't have.
Oh, come on, Eric. That was good. That was really good.
We don't have anything that this would go with down here.
You don't have any more crackers?
Upstairs. You won't share your meat food. You won't stick your meat in my...
If you go get crackers, I'll take out the meat.
You can have some. At least read one comment while I'm gone or something.
Read one comment. All right, Eric wants me to read comments. Let's see what the fuck we got. So, Clyde, once again first, in with 1. Then Clyde again with Whiskey and Revolution for All.
Uh-oh.
And Cold Hearted Bastard gives us 2 shots. But no thumbs up.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah, well.
We have to go back for Triscuits.
From the horse's mouth. Whatever. And 2 AHD cat. Hey, it's a sexy Sasquatch. LOL. And gentlemen, because I had fucking Tuesday off, I went and... Oh, no, it was Thursday off. And part of Friday because shitty ass weather up here. I went and finally got my hair cut.
That's something I really... What in the fuck was that?
Yeah. So I'm a little mad because my other favorite stylist is no longer up at Sport Clips. She went to like Great Clips in Cloquet. That's Jenny. But Mary is still there, so that's good.
Jenny.
Jenny.
I talked to you, Jenny.
And then no, Mary is very actually Mary is a like-minded thinker, which is why I like getting my hair cut by her.
Ever told you the story about my favorite beautician?
No.
Wendy. Out in East Duluth. I don't know if there was like some kind of a running gag or a joke.
I want to know how you do a running gag, man, because how's she gonna run with your dick in her mouth?
Or what the scenario was. But she was she had like an athletic build, so she was very, very attractive and a little on the chesty side.
At this point in time, Eric, you're very, very attractive.
And whenever she'd be cutting my hair, I'd always notice that her breasts were resting on my shoulders and my back, and it's just like, at the time I was like 17 years old. So you're sitting there in the schmuck. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry about that. I haven't even tried this yet.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Stuff separated quickly.
I see some meltage going on.
I think this new ice machine's making low quality ice, Eric.
No, I didn't use Wisconsin water.
Well, if you use Flint water, it'd be heavy.
It looked just like this. Cheers.
A little heavy on the carrot juice.
A little hairy. A little
Hairy.
A little
Jeez.
hairy. A little heavy on. Almost tastes like pizza flavoring, like pizza splices.
I still want to do that
You
shit.
know what I'm saying?
I still want to do that shit to Jeremy. Get like some ragu and put it in a Bloody Mary bottle. He's watching this shit, so he's like, "Oh, you weren't gonna fucking get me."
Me.
How are the kids doing lately?
Yeah, not bad. Kids are good. You know what I'm saying? You know, I should actually permanently bring some shit down here, like when Christine upgrades the plates and stuff.
Totally missing that shit, Eric.
No, I'm not. Keep some of that, so instead of a napkin, we could actually use a plate.
Then we need a dishwasher down here.
See what Danielle's doing.
You ever had her on a brew review? You have, haven't you?
You had me at have you ever had her?
At this point in time, Cindy across the alley's looking pretty decent. Is that her name?
Which one? Across from me?
Across from kind of kitty corner from Mike or Matt or Kathy.
Ooh. Life ain't that bad. Actually, for a 75-year-old woman, she has an unbelievable body.
Just cut off the head.
It's just 2 bags and a light switch away from romance. That's all.
I'll bet you got enough fucking alcohol here to do it.
Jesus, at one point in time, you give that bitch a 6-pack and I bet you she'd do anything you wanted. Because back in the days when she was like really, really drinking, I'd give you a blowjob for a 6-pack. Mike, I found your girl, Mike. Remember that time I came home and she looked like a doormat laying on her stairs? She's freaking wreck. Her mother. It's funny because she is 20 years older than me, and her mom, I don't know where she's been. I think she's been living with her boyfriend in the cities through most of the winter because I've only seen her like once in the last 3 months. But I remember when her mom called the cops on her. Mom! She's just yelling, Mom! Don't let him take me! Gotta build one. Gotta build a sweet one.
Oh, hey.
Looks nice.
Okay. I'm gonna try it before I give it to anyone else. Be like, hey baby. Tell the wife, hey baby, you want a pearl necklace?
Limburger.
Hang on. Can you put some of the dip on it?
Uh-huh.
Oh. If I'm up at 2 in the morning shitting my brains out here, I'm texting you.
Need more tissues. Oh, he did read comments. Gunwild says, here, bitches. Salty says, top 10 naked is the spice of life. Sub-comment, Multi-Gunman says, negative on that. 357 Magnums whiskey, Smith & Wesson, Dodge Rams, albums, Star Trek, and money is the spice of life. Wow. Can't believe how many of those I agree with. Like all of them. Well, Mr. 27 says, spicy 357 whiskey. Too far, maybe. So money. That truck is the gift that keeps on giving.
That's a truck. That truck is the gift that keeps on taking.
Sad. The most expensive one day. Actually, both the front end jobs, both the times that I had to have the drive shaft work and stuff done to the front of my truck, both of those combined was cheaper than having moisture removed from my fucking plow.
That's the problem. Is it? How did the moisture get in there?
Condensation. Is what I was
Well,
told.
Be interesting to see if I'm working tomorrow.
Cold weather alert.
I'm almost half tempted to text the foreman and go, you know it's supposed to snow tonight. We did not cap those forms.
Is it cold or snow?
Snow.
I thought we were supposed to get the snow on Wednesday.
No, we're supposed to get it in the morning. Heavy mixed precipitation. We can't, and if we get snow down in the column forms, we have to wait till it melts to get it out of there, or go in and heat it up and vacuum the water out. Would that be tit? Kind of the 80s girl there?
I don't remember if I don't think I plugged my plow back in after using it. Not the plow, the truck. I should plug the... Evidently, I need to plug the plow in. The truck's never had a problem starting.
Eric, how the fuck did the center shoe wear out? I mean, the center shoe is the same as 2 outer shoes, isn't it?
So as you get on level surface, it's the most...
That's probably why you can't...
Or... Jody didn't know that there was a center shoe, and when Winter got into the heat of it, like something I didn't know, and he took off the shoes...
He didn't take off the center shoe, and it was riding on the center shoe only.
Mm-hmm.
So...
That mean my center post?
$50 on Amazon for a shoe. I know that's more than you want to spend on it. However, it's not $150 a shoe. Just buy a generic shoe because it's going to wear out anyways.
Actually, United Truck Body wanted $55 for
I just buy it from them then.
For a Boss.
I just buy it from them. In fact, I'll go up there and I'll buy them. They'll give me a veterans discount.
I had to bring my whole fucking truck up there. But then again, I thought it was going to be $150.
They probably... No.
Not my house payment. You know what? There's alcohol involved. That's funny. And she, oh my God, I absolutely love watching that woman golf. And I don't know why. Not a big watching golf
Who's
fan.
that now?
I don't know, but
There's some
there's
finely formed memories.
there's all sorts of videos out there and of her golfing. She's got a nice follow through. I want to thank Tequila and United Truck Body for a good buzz last night. The good news is the plow went up when I went to do some plowing this afternoon or this morning. First thing I did, saw Mike was gone because he's parking exactly where I'm putting the snow. Started the truck, ran and grabbed my pants, which I don't have right now because they're over there. I guess I went at it. Yeah. I have a problem leaving the house in my jammies.
I still think it's pretty cool that I found those pedestals for your washing machine, and they were the right ones. Just sitting on the side of the fucking road.
Even better part is, you know what I noticed? You know why I have been kind of lazy on doing the every 2-month maintenance? My Samsung says that every 2 months you're supposed to check and clean the pump in the washer. Well, if you saw where that access door is, about the only thing you can really do is let it drain out onto the floor. Now that it's sitting on a pedestal, there's video proof of me using a Mickey's bottle. It puts it at the perfect height to check that now.
And you don't have to bend over so far.
You know what? I had not planned on saying that in the video. I'm sitting there filling the bottle, and I see it starting to suds up, and I'm like, you know, this is exactly how they make this. Fucking washing machine water. Mickey's Big Mouth. Same thing. Those are nice cushions. Whew. I still want to know, is it this or is it this that gave you the shits?
No. It was, well, one, there's a lot of fat in the sausage. And so a little bit of IBD, and it's IB pooping. What was it I had the other day? Jesus. Oh, I went to the mall to get Garrett a new pair of shoes, right? Right? Garrett takes good care of his clothes. So buying him an $80 set of shoes doesn't bother me so much. I thought, you know what, as long as I'm here, I'm going to go get a double coney burger with cheese on it. By the time I got to the door of the mall, I went to fart and I'm like, nope, I can't do that.
Fart knots.
Yeah. I'm like, oh. Hey, on a positive note here, 244.
I better get on the bandwagon or you might pass me.
Better start working out.
I was, last time I checked, well, the worst I've ever been is 238. And when you walk to the second floor in a project house and you're...
You know what shocked the shit out of me? Is that 2 weeks ago, climbing the forums and trying to just climb up out of the excavation for the footings. I was dying. I'd almost like climb out on all four. And now, unless it's like a 3-foot excavation, I pretty much walk out of it. Going up the 16-foot column form, just climbing up them.
What? You have attempted to share private, intimate image.
What?
I have no idea what they're even talking about.
What?
That just popped up when I wanted to see the pizza that Remco's making. Ooh, Sharky, those are looking good.
Let's see.
Of course, he makes...
okay, I see why they said it was an intimate image. That looks like a vagina.
I don't even know what the fuck you're even talking about. You get like this... I have attempted to share? I haven't shared anything. Nope. I don't have the last thing shared there. Maybe this is what upset them. This might have been it, maybe. I don't know. Oh, for fuck's sakes, go away. Relax. It's only a plum. Am I in jail again at in Fag Book? I don't even. No, I get that doesn't say anything about over there. I have attempted to. I've attempted to share. I don't know what they're talking about. Guess what? Won't change anything in my world. Fag Book. If you turn me off, you just turn on. Ba-dum boom. Rodney Pincombe.
Oh, there we go. Oh, bugger there. Guy says it only runs on one cylinder because of coil.
Why are you looking at snowmobiles?
Because I fucking do dumb shit.
What are you doing with the first one?
Or may have it sold. At a loss, but not as big a loss as holding on to it.
What about the motor you bought for it? Going with it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to ask her. Mike said he was making up burgers tonight. Wanted to know if we wanted any. I forgot to tell her about that.
Mike probably forgot he's making burgers. Or Jill came over.
Ooh. Oh.
He's gonna get raped by Jill one of these days.
Oh. Oh my God. That would be something for $1 million you'd never admit to anybody else.
What, Mike? Mike getting raped or Jill having sex with Mike? I mean, which one's worse?
I think I'd have sex with Mike before Jill.
Only if he had all his teeth pulled, which isn't going to take long. Probably give him a good slap on the back of the head, they're all gone.
It sound like fucking dice going down the hallway.
I'm surprised the gaps in that shit, his teeth don't like fucking interlock. Like he's smiling like, wait a second, there's only one row of teeth, and he opens them up and it's like a freaking jack-o'-lantern.
That's why I try to give him beef jerky all the time.
Feed him apples or something.
Applesauce. Well. Okay, Poco says, just in time for dinner. Then Poco says, the director of that Bear movie is extreme left female, so I can only imagine what kind of underlining BS is in it.
Is that Cocaine Bear movie?
Yeah. Hey, in the trailer there was a couple funny scenes. Like when he eats all the coke and he's like slithering backwards on his back across the... J-Dog's here at work. Smile money. My only guess was first to say 125. Only 10 off. Close enough for government work.
So, hey, J-Dog is finally looking at selling the Sporty.
That's because he's looking to buy a non-project
Aha.
versus a project.
I got a Sporty.
Now, is this reminding you of J-Dog, or is this reminding you of the J-Dog Sporty?
J-Dog Sporty.
This video will be up tomorrow for the second time. I did a short. The short is over 1,100 views. I bet you this video doesn't get 69. 70. 69. infinity.
What's the infinity?
Press and hold, and it'll dial from all the way down to all the way up and blink twice. Unless, of course, you just arbitrarily locked it. You might be in lock mode now. That's turbo.
How the hell do you lock it? Well, there it is. You have to turn it on. Is that bright?
And warm.
Got a cool little flashlight.
I'm putting that in my bug out bag with Alice. I don't like the one that's in there. And the holster her up. Okay.
I'm gonna have to get up early tomorrow and go into work and just show up early and be like, well, somebody's got to cover those forms before you get too much snow in them.
Poco says, the longer you wait, the more opportunity I have to add to the box. I do like the way you think. Salty. If you like Cocaine Bear, you'll also like Zombie Beavers.
When are they going to do Oh Dear, where it's a bunch of deer having orgasms?
The Gunman. And if you like Zombie Beavers, you'll like Naked Ninjas. I refer to Salty Shellback. Poco, I bet your package gets here before Matt's. There is a chance of that too. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Hector, Captain Tiny Pecker, and still no swimsuit models. Laugh out loud. And
Macho Body! Macho Body! Macho Body!
Malta Gunman says, only 52 minutes and 17 seconds long? What a ripoff. I want my money back. Oh wait, never mind. And Hector says, all 3 cents is all it's worth. Scourge, you still didn't rate the MD 2020 or the Mickeys. 145.4 pieces of brass, and I'll take the shot and take a shot from some kind of skull. The MD or the Mad Dog 2020 was very drinkable. I guess on the Mad Dog scale, I would give it a, I don't know, I'd give it an 8. And the Mickey's overall as a beer, I put that back into like a 6. But still, it's drinkable beer. And Hector says, almost forgot, I made poop at Walmart earlier. Oh, and G5 and 0 pieces of brass now. Finally, G5 has already been called as a miss. You pudwhacker.
Well, I am now definitely in fucking trouble.
Oh, you know what that sound was? Or did that happen? Yeah. It keeps blowing the cork out of this thing. It doesn't have any room for expansion.
So as it warms up, it. Boop.
Want to make some room?
No. No.
I can't even remember what was the last thing that went in here.
Nope. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I'm only doing this to make room for the cork.
That was kind of cool that it popped off, though.
Like, what the?
So why doesn't that have the... Is that a different type of whiskey that came in there, or is that like just a custom decanter?
I don't even remember what came in this one. This was Crystal Skull vodka. Dan Aykroyd's brand.
I think that's a much better skull than the other one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks like an alien. Oh, squeeze me. So, what's your thoughts on this?
On that? It's alright, it's drinkable.
Smile money. Did ammo prices not come down? Nah, not really. Smile money, unless you could, and if your area around here, I would say ammo prices did not come down at all. The only thing that has happened is some availability, or should I say a lot better availability for things like 9mm and 45. I have not seen a decrease in prices since it went up, which is why it's so painful to buy ammunition. And even more painful to go out and shoot like we used to. You go out and have a good time. Hey, to coin a phrase from Matt, not gonna lie, the primary reason me and Christine don't go shooting is the price of ammunition. She doesn't want to use up what we have because she fears what is going to be happening to our society, and we want to be able to defend ourselves. Sorry, bottom line. You can go ahead and chastise me, you can come up with any fucking comments that you want, but the main reason that we do not go shooting is do not want to use up the ammo.
Christ. Did you see that in there? In that one auction I sent you?
Yeah.
I'm waiting and I'm bidding on that.
Which is that right now?
$34.
Seriously? For a shear?
It's a manual iron worker, so it's a shear, a punch. It'll shear angle iron up to like 5/16. It'll punch steel up to like 1/2 inch hole in 5/16.
I do not like all that.
Here's another thing here. This is like a tubing bender. I'll bid on that fucker too.
It's like a tubing bender?
It's a tubing bender, but oh!
Okay. Smile Money sub-comment to himself. While the Obama created shortage, they did that. That's how I ended up with 10,000 rounds of 22 ammo. I ended up with more than 10,000 rounds of ammunition because I bought it from Scott.
There's some more stuff. Nice C-clamps.
Yeah, I don't own a single non-fucked up C-clamp, and I don't even know why I keep them. I just need to go and throw them all out.
Throw them all out.
So, Money, you said your co-host depend on who got to you first. I think your co-host should be based upon who bought the best beer for the review.
Does Matt ever buy beer for reviews other than when he comes over?
He has given me some...
Yeah, you know what? Matt ain't such a bad guy.
Everything about that.
Yes.
Everything about that. I mean, that whole thing has to be...
You think she'd make you a sandwich, though?
That whole...
You think she'd make you a sandwich?
No, she'd expect me to make her a BMW. You know what? I don't really want any more of this. It tastes like I'm eating pizza toppings. It's very... I don't know if that's oregano.
It kind of looks like Danielle, but thin.
And smaller chested.
You think your channel would get deleted if we paid her to show her tits on here?
Who cares?
I want a private copy of that video. Well then, Eric, I'm going to dispose of this. You got taps somewhere?
Taps?
Taps, yeah. You know what taps is?
Yeah, it's what you play on honoring a dead soldier. Rich says, yeah, Amazon doesn't know how to pack some food items. I received a pack of cans in one of the plastic bags. Needless to say, they were severely dented.
Didn't we receive Bloody Mary mix in one of their plastic bags? Or at least mixed with glass?
I think so. The comment is coming because these olives, maybe not this brand.
Oh, those are ones I bought.
I know, but I thought it would have been a similar brand. It's something that we have purchased before. Someone sent me one yesterday. It was a jar that big.
Yep.
In a box this big. And the jar was in the thin little bubble wrap bag. That was it.
Just rattling around.
So the jar could roughly move about 8 inches in any direction in this bag. And there was olive juice all over everything.
It was all over everything?
Olive all over everything. And I tried eating one, and something just tasted extremely wrong about it. But I hate throwing stuff out. But that was bad. That was really bad.
The rest of that cut sausage is all you, man.
I personally give Miss Mary a thumbs down.
Hey, at least we got good snacks, right, Eric?
Mm-hmm. Snacks for the win. Gunwild, half of your paycheck, you say? So it'll only cost you 6 peanuts, right? Uh-huh. Gunwild, my local Amazon shipping center would fill that box with air pillows. Oversized boxes with small items in it is their specialty. This 27 says, that's funny because the Brew Bomie shows Brew Babes often have air pillows. And Gunwild says, this is true. Jeremy, yeah, Eric, you know, getting mini donuts with you and Christine last time was so much fun. Just natural good times after Sammy's Pizza. Good friends and family, simple things and memories in life that make me so happy. Just standing outside a mini donut stand, armed to the teeth, in the heart of Duluth. So good. Almost made me feel like I could have the world at that moment. Then I farted. That was a good night. There was a lady down here in the church parking lot with a mini donut stand. Her truck was a black 1-ton dually with one of the brand new Honda generators sitting in back. This was a sizable generator, and it looked like something from a sci-fi movie. It was like the big version of one of their little tiny quiet set outside your tent ones. And we started. She noticed that the political shirt that I was wearing, and she was giving me this look, and I'm like, oh, she's a liberal. And she finally made a comment, and she goes, well, now that nobody else is around, she goes, I just got to tell you, I really love that shirt. She goes, but being that I have a business, I try to stay, neutral.
Yeah.
But seeing how I'm standing amongst like-minded thinkers.
Kind of like, what's her name up at Social House? She had to lean in real close to you.
That was a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife is definitely pissed at me now after that text.
Jeremy? Mike says, cheers, man. Cheers, Mike. Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up, 2 shots. I got 1. Clyde says, the bear did eat the cocaine, but not 70 pounds of it. Then he just died. True story, man. Smile money. Miles is going to jump in the trash to bob for olives tomorrow. It's in that big 50-gallon bag over there.
Nope.
Mike says, hello, Christine. Then Scourge says, the man who would be mom. Mike, my piece of work landlord wants to kick me and my crippled dad out and sell the house to someone else since I told him I needed a new furnace. And I have a repair job riding mowers, and I have 5 vehicles in the yard and driveway. I've been here going on 16 years renting for the piece of shit.
You know what? There are plenty of, I don't know, where's he at? But anyways, yeah, your state attorney general should have a renters' rights division. And they do not fuck around most places. They will go in and they will, and if it's an unofficial rental, it makes it even worse because he hasn't been paying for permits and staying up to code, and then he really gets fucked. So if he wants to kick you out, fuck that guy in the butt.
Or her.
He said it's a guy.
Oh. No, I mean. And then Mike says,
Oh,
I haven't seen tonight's beer here. That's good. Don't look too hard. Then, cold-hearted bastard says, injector replacement on my 6.0 diesel. Told 3,500, ended up 9,000. Then held my truck for 4 months until I could sell enough stuff to pay for it. I did ask if anybody has this nightmare story of thinking it's going to be $1 and it's 500 kind of a thing. So, thank you, Phil, for the first answer to that story. Then he says, outro, babe. Thank you.
So when I had injector cups done in the 1-ton, had it done over at Manny because I figured, well, they're an international shop. It's an international motor, right? It went from $1,000 to $1,900.
Double.
I supplied my own new injectors, and then
that'll cost you.
Oh, that was $2,000 for the injectors, but that was single shot injectors, and then I had to buy a tuner for it. But in order for them to do it, they have to pull the entire valve train assembly, or the rockers and the push rods and everything out, right? Well, about 3 months later, I'm driving, and something happened. Well, I thought I lost a bearing because I had low oil pressure. When I took the engine out and took the valve cover off to pull the injectors out, there were brass curls all over inside there from where they used the injector cup extractor tool and never cleaned the fucking thing out. So they probably didn't do a good job of putting it back together either.
Well, they probably should have done a second job.
Alright, fuck, it was too late at that point in time. I'd already pulled the motor.
Yeah, but how are you supposed to know? I mean, until you've dug.
Well, if I pulled the valve cover off initially and taken a picture and been able to take a picture and been like, hey, check it out, guys.
Hey.
But then after working there for a very short time and knowing other people that have worked there,
yeah, forget it.
I would never take anything back to that shop, even though it's changed hands.
Well, it's kind of like me.
But I was over at Boyer, and I saw some of the guys working there. I'm like, the one dude's walking through the shop going, yee yee! And I'm like, will someone drop a fucking truck on this asshole? Just fucking, hey dude, get underneath there. I need you to look at this. And be done with it. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
J-Dog says Pete likes Fruit Loops. Pete does like Fruit Loops. Pete also will eat any of the shit that you used to remember you having as a kid. I know if I sent Pete Cocoa Pebbles, they wouldn't go into the garbage.
You know what I'd like? A hat, for one. I'd like a good tuna noodle casserole with nice buttery cracker topping.
Okay, you're getting silly now.
What?
Redneck says, greetings, Captain.
I'm sentimental.
J-Dog says, I don't want to think about how much the transmission replacement would have been if I paid a shop to do it.
Oh. On his truck?
Mm-hmm. I want to know, is there a replacement transmission? Because I've been informed by a resident expert on these trucks that Dodge basically is using a car transmission in the 3/4 and 1 tons.
Yeah, they don't have a good drivetrain, unfortunately. You think you put an engine like that in a Dodge, you'd put a decent transmission behind it? No. They do have, well, like Ford has a Fummins conversion kit. So you put
It almost sounds like you're about to tell a funny.
No
Fummins.
but you can put a Cummins 6-cylinder into a Ford. They have the adapter plates to go to the Ford transmission. Why wouldn't they have a standalone controller and put an Allison transmission behind it out of a Chevrolet? Or find, oh wow.
She reminds me of one of my cousins. She gave good head. Remember the best sex I ever had was at that family reunion. Cousin Patty. Exact quote from Ammohead. J-Dog, no more free plowing. Gotta pay for the maintenance and the fuel. Smile Money says he will have to have it figured out by spring. Wow. Nice rear power plant right there. You know, it's one thing to be able to do nice things for people, and it's another thing to pay $400 for fuel in a little over a month, and another thing to pay for what I paid yesterday just to get my fucking plow back. Cheap.
And how much fuel are you losing a day now out of that leak in the tank?
None today because it's cold. When it warmed up, I am losing about a half a cup in 12 hours.
So about probably $2 a day. Hang on a second.
My first
Eric,
want is to try to fix
How
it.
am I fucking hooked up to your living room speaker?
What? I don't know how you could possibly be. And if you were, figured we would have heard something from Christine by now. Like, would you please turn your shit off?
Yeah. Yep.
Redneck, the Google Assistant does that on my phone. Added the number to your contacts and calls go through. Hector, you know, I mentioned I was almost at 1,000 subs and I didn't get a shout out. Why do you hate the baby Jesus? For fuck's sakes, Hector needs a couple more subs. Could someone go over there and tug the man's sausage, please, so he'd fucking shut up? Cheap old gun guy. Hollywood forgot how to make good movies, but they do woke pretty good. Unfortunately, oh yeah.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Speaking of the Google Assistant,
So is that a 2HD AHD cat that needs the subscription?
I think when he was bitching the other day, he needs 4.
3?
Hey Google, set your volume at 75%. Now blow yourself up. What?
Okay.
McLean. Hi, baby.
2.
Can I do a locked and loaded about eating that ass? Wade. When my son was working at a local diesel repair shop, it cost $175 just to pull it into the shop for a diagnostic evaluation. Then it was $85 plus tax and hour labor plus parts.
1. He needs 1 fucking subscriber.
Did you sub him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go unsub him. Hang on, I have to look.
See what his subscriber count is now?
I showed 978. Oh, that's the. That can't be the. That's the Hector the Cat one. But what about?
What's this other one?
Well, which one is? I'm not sure which. This makes so sense. 2HD Cat. The other one is Hector the Cat. I don't understand why this is so low. 978. What did you?
Don't worry about it.
Would you say you had?
I had 2 AHD cat.
Yeah.
That's what I just
Yeah.
took care of.
This one.
That one.
And how many subs did he have?
I didn't see.
Okay. I thought you said he needed 1. So he needs a whole
Well-
bunch. Wade, the estimated price is like the Brew Babes. It gets you in the door, then you get bent over.
The wind tried to tell us.
Yeah, 978 now.
Well, I don't have to unsub him for a while.
Do it in the middle of the night just so he's like, fuck.
Wade says Joey may be walking around with a scoped 460, but he's only doing it in his closet. He does live in New York after all, and it has to be empty too. By the way, I was definitely messing with Joey today. I watched Adam Savage do the unboxing of a 1/6 scale. Think about that. A 1/6 scale ectoplasm. He said this is the Ecto 1. He goes, this is the biggest goddamn model or one of these I've ever seen, and he was pretty impressed with it. The lights actually, the emergency lights actually spun. Mr. Mark Mack, I used to have a coffee maker. Laugh out loud. Wish I did. Oh, I used to have that coffee maker. Now this is one of my favorite coffee makers right here.
See, if we were closer to Rice Lake, Wisconsin, Eric,
Charleston says we need no cowbell.
that would be a good buy.
So what do you use that for?
Small press jobs.
I need my shoe fixed. How do you feel about heating it up and then hitting it with a sledgehammer?
Just buy a new fucking... You know what I'm going to do? When I get paid next week, I'm going to buy you a new shoe. I'm just going to buy you a new shoe.
I don't need a shoe, I need 2, and I don't want you to buy a fucking shoe.
Say it again.
What?
What do you need?
Nothing.
What do you need?
I need an ice cube.
No, you said it before. What do you need?
I said I don't need 1, I need 2.
2 what?
Shoes.
No. You need what? Do you need one? If you needed one shoe, what would you need? Kazoo-Nite. That's fucking horrible, isn't it? That's fucking horrible, isn't it, Eric?
Yes. Steven, so you just dropped $800 on repairing an old plow. Well, it's actually in really nice shape.
Except for the shoes.
Oh, did I tell you when we actually went to put it back on the truck, the brand new piston on the passenger side V had a big red puddle under it? The new one. One's all rusty and it's the original one. One has been replaced and it had fluid under it. And he goes, "What the hell?" He goes, "That hasn't leaked at all." Well, what happens in the process of draining? I think they loosened up the packing nut and then they pressurized the system. Now, why do they not have some inexpensive something that they just keep pressing through the system and then they can evac that and then put actual expensive fluid in it?
I don't. Well, I think what they're doing is they're just trying to drain all of them. So did they tell you how they drain the plow?
Well, I thought they had special equipment.
Did they tell you how they do it?
No, they didn't. But I can tell you I basically paid to have it filled 3 times. Because they flushed it, filled it, left it outside, and the plow failed. They flushed it, filled it, left the plow outside on day 2, and the plow failed.
After the second time, it's on them, on my opinion. It'd be like, hey, I brought it in for it to be serviced. I understand twice, but the third time, if you guys didn't get all the fluid out of it...
I mean, if it's just a matter of filling it and then seeing if it fails, I could have done it for a lot less than what I paid.
Well, that's what we're going to do next year. And we're going to fix those fucking cylinders so they don't leak.
Okay, wait.
And we're going to fix the shoes.
He goes, "Bring it over to the garage door." He goes, "That wasn't leaking when you came in here."
Did he tighten it up?
Yeah, it was a loose packing nut.
So what they probably did was to get all the fluid out of it.
They spun those packing nuts loose.
And they just let it sit and drain. Which, at least they did that.
Well, I was a little paranoid. If you saw the plow when you walked over here, I left it up because I can't afford to not be able to make it to work tomorrow. And now, if it does fail, I'm going to be really pissed off because I have a very nice, lucrative arrangement with the Spook House owner.
To plow.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say that if it takes me 2 minutes, he gets charged 2 hours, and he's in full agreement.
You know what? And that's every time it snows.
It is.
There you go.
That's what I told him. I said, every time I'm here, it's a minimum. I don't show up unless it's a minimum of 2 hours. So it doesn't matter if it takes me 5 minutes or an hour and 59 minutes. I get paid for 2 hours. And he said, deal.
Yep.
But if the plow, see, that's just it. Definitely make sure you check the wings and not because the plow will drop, even if it's off.
Well.
Or at least the power has to be on.
There's my favorite girl.
Okay, Steven, keep on going here. Have you started charging the neighbors $40 per run? Did they not give you a quote? Seriously? They told me the average cost for a froze-up plow was $150. So
they say average. They should be like average is $300. So if it's $450 or $150, then you're good.
Seriously sounds shady. If they did and never called to ask before replacing expensive items. Well, they didn't replace anything. The gentleman, the mechanic, who happened to be the guy that, when I dropped the plow off, got the plow off the truck for me.
Did they replace those springs?
I do not think that they charged me to put those in.
So there you are. There's a little bit of a benefit.
that is a perk. I brought in Torsion
brought in your
Springs.
steak and they cooked it.
That's right. See,
So-
gotta give them a little leeway from that.
Yeah.
And the only part other than fluid and labor was a breather valve. So maybe that's how the moisture got in there.
Yeah, I'll bet you.
I know how the moisture would get in there.
Well, because it's designed to expand and then shut off when it close off, and it won't allow the
I was
air to flow freely back in there.
talking with the previous girl. I know how the moisture got in there.
I'd plow that. Be her boss.
Oh, what the fuck time is it? Steve says, let's see if anyone not paying attention guesses the amount
You
of
think-
brass
hey,
casings in this video.
Hey Eric, do you think you can take her from a inverted V to a regular V though?
Just like that.
Yeah.
Be like a whole 15 seconds.
The popping noise is her joints going out.
And a
Is you going off as you do it?
yeah. I probably have to masturbate one time between the doorway and the bed just to make sure I was able to get to the bed.
I think you'd probably be able to masturbate 3 times. She was naked on your bed. You're like, ugh! Hang on a second. Ugh!
Mr. Mark Mack, I'm not a Three Floyds fan, but I haven't tried them all.
Or you only tried 2 of them?
I just did one. It was an IPA. You want one?
No. You didn't even get the joke, did you?
Just yeah. Okay, go lay by your bowl. EMT Rail Fan narrowed it down to with my D9 shot by process of elimination. Unless you placed her in forbidden waters again, I know which one it is. We'll see. Echo Niner, and okay, fine. E9 is a hit. Okay, Mr. Smarty. We'll see what happens on the next one. And then he says,
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
EMT, about your preps expiring. Well, I have a tub of freeze-dried last forever stuff. We pretty much only prep what we can consume normally and rotate through it and replace it. We home can a lot of the meat too in case of a long power outages, grid down. The canned meats make quick and easy dump meals since it's already cooked. We just have to heat it up with the noodles, rice, etc. We rarely find the stuff expired. When I stock it, I put the expiration date on the front of the can, jar, etc. with a Sharpie so I can easily see it when you grab see that. Hey, we have a can of, read more button, of XXX expiring in 2 months that we should be sure to use and replace. With that said, most expiration date on canned jar goods are guidelines. Hell, we eat unknown Chinese mail drops. This is true. A year past expiration jar of pickles will probably do you good. I don't know if they'll do me good. I guess I'll be good after I do them. Like her. Thank you, EM. T. Mr. 27 says 64th. Then he says the intro Brubomi is nice. Then he says extra pale ale. Brubomi sounds yuck. And then he says 1 minute 34. Is that Brew Matt's sister? Doubt it. Yesterday that they... Huh. Well... With dark hair and a bigger chest, it could be. Hey, look. So Sharky, SH. It's impossible to choose between the last brew babe and the outro babe. So both. Both is the answer. Then he says, cheers all, semi-auto, Browning, copy, shoddy on deck. Nice. Oh, and packages, read more button. Might not make it this one as I'm still catching up. And then Sharky says, damn, another two-parter here. Catching up tomorrow, I hope. Alright. Hang on, I got stuff.
You got stuff.
I'm assuming you don't want one.
No, probably not.
An egg?
No.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely sure.
If it came down to a fundraiser, you think you could actually get through one without barfing?
No.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I think I'd throw up shit I shit out like a fucking week ago. It'd be that fucking violent of a...
You'd throw up shit you didn't even know you ate.
No, man. Like, it would, like, suck it from the fucking sewer line back into my asshole. It would be so violent.
Ed? Want to split this?
Not today.
Okay.
Are you offering me a little head?
We'll save that for another day. So when are you going to find out if you're working or not tomorrow?
At 7 a.m. when I get there. I'm hoping it doesn't start snowing because, one, I like getting paid. Two, I really don't want to have to fucking climb down into that form and try and bring a vacuum or something down in there and suck a bunch of water out of there, because we will have heaters going on it tomorrow. Because we're supposed to pour them on Tuesday.
It's fucking weather. Like I said, I'm not, wow, she looks a little meaty. I'm okay with that.
I bet you she's wearing somebody else's freaking belly band there. Or she bought it when she was like 16 and now it's like, ah, and she's gonna be like, poof, that fucker goes, twing.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to get snow tomorrow.
It's supposed to be Wednesday or Thursday.
Hey Google, what's the weather like tomorrow?
Tomorrow in Duluth, there'll be snow, with a high of 31 and a low of 21.
How much snow?
There will be snow in Duluth tomorrow, with approximately 1.8 inches of snow.
Shit. Just enough to fuck your job up.
Oh no, and we just get a boom lift instead of climbing the forms, because I'm not... Well, I can't climb the forms now because they're wrapped. They've got concrete blankets around them. There's no way to safely climb those forms. None. Unless I clip the blankets away, and they have to be heated so the rebar and the form is above freezing.
Well, if you're not working tomorrow, want to do lunch?
If I'm not working tomorrow, we will do lunch. Where would we do lunch at?
Wherever the fuck I want.
I will let you know by 8 o'clock in the morning if I'm not working. Now, if I know I'm getting off at noon, if they're like, fuck, we're just covering this shit and leaving. I like my foreman.
If that's the case, don't call me for lunch.
I like my foreman.
I do lunch.
And the funny thing is all the foremen have kind of the same disposition. They're all very easygoing and easy to get along with. Well, yes, what was it, Friday I went in, and we're just supposed to shovel snow, and one of the foremen comes over and he says, man, you got another snow shovel? I go like this. And I go to hand him and says, it's probably not a good idea handing your shovel to a white hat. I said, why? It's a total power move. He's like, well, don't let Woody see it. I said, nah, you don't let Woody see it. And it's like handing the shovel to the sergeant major. Like, here you go, sergeant major. You shovel.
Bitch. Yeah, go in and I gotta plow the parking area, which the biggest bitch is I have to move the dump truck out of the way. When you start plowing professionally, listen to me, you don't want to have to get out of your vehicle. Greg looks at me and he goes, well, part of the job of the plow guy is the shoveling. I said, oh, contraire, oh little guy. I said, my job working under you might be to shovel those stairs, but my job as the plow guy is not to shovel those stairs.
That's the plow assistant's job.
There, I'm getting to the point where the next time I go up to plow Casey, boom. Unfortunately, she doesn't look like this. The next one, the previous one, or
Do you have
any
a
of them.
picture of Casey, just in case?
No. But evidently she's, with Lily's help, she's been part shopping so that you can fix her vehicle.
I understand Lily. When it comes to buying the parts, it makes it a huge shit show if you don't get the right parts.
I guess you'd find out. Casey's vehicle is a Chevrolet, which is a fucking piece of shit in the first place.
And that's just it, is there could be 3 different fucking rotor sizes and 6 different brake pad options, not including the quality of brake pads for one fucking vehicle.
I'm sorry. If you are a Chevrolet fan, I know Brad is, but Brad likes...
Every fucking make has its problem. Like you said, the Dodge, their transmissions are made of Waterford crystal, essentially. They may as well be. They'd probably be stronger.
They do, but tell me a single Chevrolet SUV that is worth a fuck. Every place that I know that does service work, the Acadia, fucking joke. The next one, it's a fucking...
Light SUVs. If you're looking at a Suburban, it's a truck chassis.
Well, that's different. Yeah,
If
okay, fine.
if-
What I like about Chevrolet is Corvette and their truck platform.
They're real vehicles. They're Camaro. When they had the Firebird, the Camaro, the F-body.
Hey, the Chevrolet Corvette hater upstairs.
Oh, speaking of which, is she got a good heart? Is her heart good? I mean, like, I know she has a good heart. She's a good-hearted woman. In love with a good-timing man.
I might need to put a straw on that skull, then. No, she's never been a fan of the Corvette. She's like, if I got a sports car, it'd be absolutely the last one I would ever buy. We're watching the Daytona, and she goes, "What is that?" And I said, "That's the new Vette." She goes, "Get the fuck out of here!"
They're pretty sharp.
Brought up a picture. She goes, "Okay, I would own that."
No.
I said, "You should listen to that. Flat, plain V8 sounds just like a Ferrari." Why? Because a Ferrari is a flat plane.
So, hey, Eric, seriously though. 1, she needs her heart checked out, and 2, she needs an adult diaper if I take her for a ride in the Trans Am with a new axle.
Bet you I can get to her first. Bet you I can get more shit on a Corbin seat than you could. With Christine on the back of Vivian, here's a fact. It has never been above 29 miles an hour.
Oh, Eric, by the way, the old man that I went and I got the card from today, he started talking about bikes. And he had a 1981 Yamaha XS 1100. Does that sound right? The
Yeah.
1100?
Yeah.
He says, that thing flew. The only thing faster was a VMAX. And then I showed him the picture of yours. He's like, oh shit, you ridden that? Yeah. You open it up? No. It scares the living hell out of me.
You just started getting to V-Boost.
Yeah, just barely. And it's like, feeling that thing, and you're like, oh.
The thing is it doesn't want to wheelie like a crotch rocket. It wants to get you off of that bike.
It wants to throw you off.
Like that day with the gloves on turning High Spirit Mountain, I thought I was going to fucking die. It was like, I cannot. As hard as I could hang onto those grips, I was watching my fingers peel away. I finally had to let off on the throttle, get a second grip, straighten myself out, and I hit it again. I'm like, you bitch. Love you.
You know what actually is funny? I really would like to get both Sabres going, because you know what the wife wants to do? She wants to ride one of the Sabres at the same time as me. That would be actually kind of cool, especially if I got laid afterwards. We know that's not happening.
I'd like you to get 2 of the sabers running, and it has nothing to do with your wife.
I'd like to get laid by my wife.
I always like that second to third gear shift where you're still laying on the gas tank in a 45-degree angle. You know, right now it is financially completely off of the want list, but that
Phaser?
that phaser would be
Just sell the Venture. Put it on Craigslist for whatever, or Facebook for whatever you can get for it. It's spring, it'll go away.
right now. I'd never see that money for the bike though.
Why?
Have I mentioned I'm a single income family right now?
For now. For now.
I'll sell the Venture when I'm not a single. single.
And you know what? They keep coming up. I want to get a road glide. They keep coming up. I want to get a new pickup or a van, and the kind I want keep coming up. And they'll just keep coming up.
I'm gonna hit the refresh button before I read. And it did grow. Holy shit. Rich says cheers. No, those are all. Why is it showing me stuff that it shouldn't be showing me? Okay. Salty says Double Naked Club and whiskeys for all. Or whiskey. Or her for all. Gunwild says alcohol for breakfast again? Cheers, nozzles. Well, I'm not a Harley fan, but that's badass.
I like that color.
That's like yours with a, it looks almost like a gray silver.
So that is a road glide. Mine is an electric glide. Mine has the Batwing. That's the shark's mouth.
Rich says, cheers, Clevers. Cheers, Rich. Last in is J-Dog. Heart Club, Mr. Holster. And on that note, I will see you guys more than likely tomorrow. Hopefully we do not get snow.
Oh no! Hopefully we do get enough snow that I don't have to go to work. Because then I get free lunch.
But if we get snow, I hope we get it after I've plowed. Because then I'm fucking plowing again, and that's 4 extra hours.
For 15 minutes worth of work.
Economics, bitch. Cheers.